Hey everybody, Melissa here. Today I'm going to show you how I make a little wire wrapped prong setting for a faceted stone. Today I chose a green amethyst. This one happens to measure 14 by 10. But the way I'm going to show you how to make this, doesn't matter how big your stone is, as long as you kind of make the prong design around the stone that you have. So here I've got 6 lengths of my 21 gauge copper wire square. I've already got them taped up and nice and straight and all in line. So I'm going to show you what I do. Is the stone that you have, you're gonna make a cradle for it. Before I start making prongs, I want to put some wraps on here, but I just want to put enough wraps to where when you're looking at it from the front, you won't see them from the front. So here's the center. And I'm putting the stone on it upside down just so I can measure the center easier. Okay, that's the center. So I want to make my wraps in between here and here, just so they're just out of sight from the front. Can hardly see it, so let's see. So just about between here and here. See that? So I'm gonna put my wraps right in there. So let's go ahead and do that. I have a strip of 18 gauge half round wire. Yeah. Keeping everybody straight. Start wrapping around. There we are. It slipped a little, past my mark, so brought it down. Keep wrapping until you get to your other mark. All right, so that should be it right here. So that side I'm going to be facing towards the stone. So the stone is going to sit just like this. Next step, I'm going to take my tape off and start creating the prongs. So that's the inside. That's where the stone is going to sit. Each of the 4 outer wires, I'm going to bend over the wraps. Just like that. I'm going to do that with each one of the 4 wires. Once they're folded over the bindings, your bindings won't shift anymore, if they happen to shift like mine did. Okay, so now your piece should look like this. Okay, so next step, you're gonna bring all 4 wires, bend them back. You're gonna kind of gauge how big your stone is. It's usually about, with my flat nose pliers, like a flat nose, like a plier width. That's how far down I go on the wire, and I bend it back. I'll show you what I mean. So I'll grab it like that, and that might be too much. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's too much actually. I'm gonna straighten that back out a bit. So you're going to do this to all 4 corners. My flat nose pliers are only maybe about 3 millimeters wide, so I would say this is actually like 3 millimeters in that I'm going and then bending back. I'm going to do the same with all 4 wires. So hopefully you have 4 equal shaped prongs. That's the goal. That make a cradle for your stone here. Let's see how this fits. And keep looking at it from the sides to make sure your bindings are dead center underneath your stone, so you can start figuring out where to bend the prongs over the stone. Okay, I think I have everybody situated, so I'm going to start bending these wires over the stone to create my prong. At this point, I have some steady pressure pressing down on the stone against the binding wires as I'm bringing the prongs around. So let me do these 2 first. And those will kind of cradle the stone for you. Now you can grab it from the back end and work on the other 2. Let's see. So I'm going to bring this one around this way. And this one around this way. So that's where we're at thus far. Looks kind of cool just like that. Of course, I'm gonna cut these prongs shorter. All right, I'm gonna cut them short now, but not as short as they're going to be. I always like to leave myself some, you know, room. Save your scraps, never throw those away. Okay, the next step is to lock these prongs in, and I'm going to use the next the next four, I should say, outer wires. And to give them a little bit of design and to give them a little bit of strength as well, I'm going to twist them up. I'll twist this one the other way. Same with this side. This side, the outer corners, I'm going to twist this outward. And this corner, I'm going to twist the other direction. The opposite direction as this one. Okay, so this is called a pin vise, and this twists square wire really nice, as you can tell. It's a cool little gadget. Alrighty, so gotta figure out what direction I want to go. So I think I'm gonna take this guy across and around. I think I want to lock him in this opposite corner. Cut it a little shorter so it's easier to work with. And then curl it around this prong wire. Okay, so the opposite side, I want to do the same thing. And bring it up and around. And wrap it around this prong right here. And it's going to be more difficult because there's already a wire in the way. Cut off some excess. So this one I can't really twist it around, so I'm just gonna pinch it. And all this tightening might pull your little prongs out of whack, so you gotta go back and adjust those later. Okay, I still have 2 more wires, so I might as well wrap those in there too. I'm gonna go the opposite direction. Kind of tuck it in right in there. Kind of do a tuck and squeeze. This stone is pretty solid in there. I'm gonna have to adjust the prongs, but it's pretty solid. This one I'm gonna bring around this way. And hook right into there. Cut that excess off. Oh, I think it's too much. All right, cut it a little shorter. Bring it around the prong, give it a squeeze. All right, so at this point, everything's pretty tight. Now it's time to adjust the prongs and trim them to the length that you want. But first, you gotta make sure they're even. Even with each other. And flush against the stone. The 2 bottom ones are flush, so I'm going to cut those. The top ones I might have to adjust a little bit. All right, so do you see this table of the stone? I'm trying to get the flat. There it is. The flat part. I want to cut the prongs even with that, like right there. I'm going to cut at an angle. See that? I'm going to polish it later so they're nice and smooth. Okay, so this one looks okay. It's pretty much flush against the stone, but this one I have to adjust. It's gaping. So how I do that is I straighten it out. And then pull it over. I might do that to this side too, because they don't look even. Straighten it. And pull it over. See, much better. And then I'll cut them shorter where they meet the table, the flat part of the stone. There we go. They're pretty even. This little wire's sticking out the side a little bit, so I'm gonna squeeze it. There, that's better. So we're pretty much done. These 4 wires here, you can flare mount. You can attach this prong stone to any frame you like. You can make any frame you want. You can make a woven frame. Let me see what I got around here. I make this pretty simple frame. It's just square wire. The middle one is twisted. Same shape of the stone, then brought up to and made a simple bail. So you can make any frame you want, or you can just use a washer. Hammer this washer and attach a stone to it. That'll look pretty cool too. There you go. I hope you learned something. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I come out with a new video. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think.